In this video, we are going to unbox and take a first look at this. This is the brand new ShotScope G5 GPS golf watch. Now, this is an affordable GPS golf watch packed with features which retails at £150. Now, I've put a link to the product page in the description below, and I've also included my promo code, which may or may not, depending on when you're watching this video, get you 15% off of your purchase price. In this particular video, we're going to unbox and take a closer look at the G5. If you're looking to find out more about the watch and its features, I've got a full overview video, which I'll link to in the card above and the description below. But for now, let's take a closer look at what comes inside the G5 box. Okay, so let's unbox the ShotScope G5. Now, you'll see in front of me, I actually have 3 different boxes. Usually with the ShotScope products, you just receive one box, but this is because with the G5, ShotScope now allows you to choose 2 different straps from a range of 12 colours and allows you to choose the casing colour for the watch itself. So the watch itself, you can get a case in either grey or black, and then when it comes to your 2 straps, you can choose 2 colours from a range of 12, and there are some really nice colours in there, so there should be something to suit you both on and off of the golf course. You'll see here I have gone for the black strap, which we'll take a look at in a minute, and I've also gone for this midnight blue. In terms of the colour of the actual casing for the G5, I've gone for black. So you could say I've gone for fairly boring colours, but there are some really exciting colours there to choose from. This build your watch feature is available on the ShotScope website. It's part of the process when you're buying your device. I'll put a direct link to that in the description below, and I've also added my unique discount code in there, which may or may not work and get you 15% off of your ShotScope G5 or other ShotScope products, depending on when you are watching this video. So check the link in the description, make sure you enter that code at checkout to see if it works for you. So we'll come back to looking at these 2 straps in just a second, but let's first of all take a look at the G5 box. So this is very much in keeping with the other ShotScope products in terms of design. It's a really nice, well-designed package. To me, it's very Apple-esque. I always say that about the ShotScope products. It's fairly basic, but what I like about it in particular, what surprised me, is actually just how small it is and how lightweight. And that's partly because, presumably, these straps are here and not inside the box, so that's why it's going to be smaller and going to be lighter. But less packaging is always a good thing in terms of the environment, and also I think on the shelf this will look really nice in the pro shop. So let's get this one open up. I'll grab my little knife here, and I'm just going to slice along the back here, and let's see what we get inside the box. So there's a little plastic tray here, and we'll pull that out, and we have a couple of different things here. So we've got presumably the charging cable, and we've got the ShotScope main watch here. And then I noticed when I was pulling it out, we also have the quick start user guide here. Now, if you're familiar with other ShotScope products, you get these little quick start user guides. They're basically designed just to get you up and running, get you up to speed with the device, and allow you to take it out on the golf course and make sure you've set it up properly. There is a full user guide here. You can scan the QR code, but with the G5, it's designed basically to be taken out of the box, put together, and taken straight to the golf course. So you shouldn't really need to probably do much with this, but I would always encourage you to look through it. You'll see here we need to charge the watch before we play and download the ShotScope app. If you're not a ShotScope user already, you'll need to download from the Google Play or the App Store and register for an account. You won't need this with the G5 just to use it, but you will need this in order to be able to install firmware updates, to update the time whenever the clocks change, and also to update your course, so get the latest course maps. The device does come preloaded with over 36,000 golf courses, so you can just take it and go and play, but if updates to the maps have been released, you'll need to connect your device to the app in order to get access to them. But all of that information is in this quick start guide, so I would take a look at that when you get a chance. In terms of the charging cable here, just having a quick look at it inside this packet, it looks to be the same as the X5 charging cable, so let's have a quick look at that. So yep, it's the exact same as far as I can see. So it's USB into your wall for your power, and then it's this unique ShotScope sort of charging cable here. I did query with ShotScope with the X5 why they had gone for this over micro USB or USB-C, and the reason for that is to keep the device small. So you'll see I've got the X5 here, it's small and it's lightweight. If they were to put another type of charging in there, it would be considerably bigger and heavier. So this is probably not a bad choice. Let's just take this out of the plastic packet, we'll move that outside. So it's incredibly light. I mean, this is really, really light, and it actually looks like it's the same casing pretty much from the, I don't know if you can see, from the X5 there, and there at the back is where we connect the charging cable. So let's just quickly clip that in. Makes a little clip, and it's pretty secure, to be honest. They're never usually the longest of cables, but yeah, it clips in and it should hopefully charge without any issues. Let's just be careful taking that out. So we'll leave that for now. Now the watch itself, this is not touchscreen like the X5. So you'll notice there are 2 buttons on either side. So we've got up, down, back and select. That's what we use to navigate through the watch, but it looks really nice. It doesn't have the fancy bezel that we've got on the X5 there, but this is designed to be a fairly basic watch. It's designed just to give you GPS information. It still looks good, and I'm sure once the straps are on it'll look even better, but it's basically designed to give you that GPS information on the golf course, but also be worn off of it. So yeah, it's really light. Looks really nice. I like that ShotScope have gone with this circular approach to their watches. And the other thing I quite like is it's not too big and bulky. Sometimes with these watches these days, they tend to be really big. They've also got lots of technology built into them, and they just look a bit too big, to be honest. But that looks to be a nice size. So let's, I'll take my X5 off just now so that we can pop this on our wrist. But we'll need to probably take one of these straps first. So this is the black strap here. Let's open this one up and have a look. So we've got 2 straps, as I said. This is the black one. Feels really, really nice. It's incredibly smooth, very, very flexible, and it's made basically from, let's have a look. It's made from silicone with dust resistant coating. So hopefully it won't allow all the dust or any sand on the golf course to stick to that. So let's just pull this apart. And actually I've noticed whenever I'm pulling it, those little nibs on the bands here are clipping it in place. So that's designed basically to stop the strap from flapping about, which is great. So I think there's one on each of them actually. So that's a really good thing to have. The other thing that I've noticed with this is, unlike the X5 and the V3, which some users have claimed to be a bit frustrated about having the straps on what they deem to be the wrong way around, that's because the technology for pin collect and for shot tracking is built into the strap here, this particular part of the strap with the buckle on it. With the G5, because it doesn't have shot tracking capabilities, it doesn't have that technology built into the strap, and therefore presumably we can put the strap around this way, or if you want to have it the more traditional way, we could have it that way there. So let's have a look at how we can connect the strap. So we've just got a couple of pins here, and then presumably we flick this up and then slide it across. There we go, and that hides one end, and then we're going to just pop this into the watch. So let's turn it over. So we've got a couple of little fixing holes there. Let's give this a go. So make sure we do it the right way around. Pop that into that hole there. Make sure that is pulled in, and that's it clipped in. And then I'll just make sure I pop that down so that it can't come loose. So there we go. Got one of them in. This one will fit that way around. Same thing, we've got a little pin here. Let's pop that back like that. And then we'll try and get this one in as well. So same as last time, find the hole for the 1 point. Oops. I pushed that a wee bit too far there. Into there. And then let's see if we can get that to pop in. It's a little bit fiddly. The good news is it's probably not the kind of thing you're going to be doing very often. See if we've got that in this time. There we go, that's it locked in. So we've now got the strap connected, and now it looks a lot more like a watch. We've got a little bit of ShotScope branding just here, but I'm really liking that strap. It's nice and thin because obviously it doesn't have the technology built in for collecting your strokes, and it feels really nice. So let's put this onto my wrist. The other thing I've noticed is it's quite a long strap, and there are a lot of holes here. Some users have mentioned in the past that if you've got quite large wrists, they ran out of holes or the strap wasn't long enough. I look like I've got a lot of holes either side here, so I can't see that being an issue if you do have particularly large wrists. But there we go, in position. So we've got it on. It feels even lighter than the X5, to be honest. It's only 42 grams, which is incredibly light, and that looks really good on the wrist. It's not too big. There's a bit of depth there, but in terms of its size, it doesn't look too big for my wrist. There we go. And you'll see it's actually already turned on, and we've got the time displayed there. So it says it's 3:58 on the 24th of January. Now that isn't the correct time. I know we'll need to connect it to the mobile app in order for that to update. That's how it works whenever you update, when the clocks change, you basically just connect it to the app. But it looks like we've got plenty of battery in there. And let's test out these buttons here. So we've got back button, down, up, and select. So select takes me into the main menu there. And let's use down so we can go through. And you'll see it's really quite responsive. So the minute I'm pressing these buttons, it is moving up and down, which is great. The screen's nice and bright. It's a nice size as well. And you'll see it's backlit as well. So it's backlit, and then it'll switch off after a couple of seconds just to preserve that battery. But it should be enough whenever we're using it in your house or in the dark at home, or out on the golf course if you're playing when it's dark. Let's go down to settings. We'll go into settings. So the first option here is clock face. Let's have a look at that. So we'll go select, and this allows us to change the clock face to different clock faces, very much like the X5. I'll go for that one, I quite like that. And then I assume we'll just go back. There we go. Confirm score, so there's an option on the watch to track your score as you play. It doesn't track every shot like the X5 does, but it will allow you to use the digital scorecard built in just to track your score so you can see it as you play and at the end of your round. Let's go down and see what else we have. We've also got demo mode on this, so if I go to select, yep, that's really good. So it allows me to see basically, or show you what the screen is going to look like on the golf course. So we've got the distance in yards, presumably, to the middle of the green in large numbering there. And then we've got the front and back. So, yep, front of the green, back of the green, middle of the green. Hole 18 is a par 4 in this case. And the +3, that will be your collective score, your cumulative score for your round. Let's go through and see what else we've got. So we'll not end the demo, see if there's anything more. This will be the whole, this will be the score entry screen, so you'll be able to enter your score, so you can go up and down, and it tells you the hole and the par. This is the distance to the dog leg, which is a really good addition on the X5. I've used this quite a lot already, especially in courses I'm not familiar with. It's good to see how far you have to go until a dog leg. And then we've got the layup points there, so what yardage you need to hit to lay up to 150 or leave 200. And then we've got our hazard. So this shows you basically the location of the hazard. So if it's on the right of the screen, the hazard's on the right of the hole, and if it's on the left, it's on the left. It also shows you the distance to reach the hazard and to carry it. So we've got 45 to reach the water, 49 to carry it, 93 to reach the bunker, 98 to carry it. And if I go down, let's see if we've got anything else. So that's just gone through all of the demo. Let's end the demo. Let's go down and have a look at something else that I want to show you. We've got front, middle and back layout. Let's go into select this, and this is something that's really interesting here. You can change the display for the screen when you're playing. So if you just want to see the yardage to the middle of the green, you can change to this large display. So we've got the large center displayed, or we can have different ways of displaying that information. So this is going to appeal to people who maybe find it a little bit difficult to see what the yardage is on the screen, or if you just want to have it displayed at all times and quickly glance at it and see the yardage to the middle. So that's really interesting. Let's put that one on by going to select. A couple of other things, units, so we can see we can change between yards and meters, as you can always do. And let's go into battery life. So straight out of the box, it's got 83%. Now, ShotScope claimed that you should be able to get 2 rounds out of this in its GPS mode, which is the only mode that's available. And you should be able, if you're using it as a general watch, to get 10 or more days out of it, which is really impressive. So that's something I'll obviously be checking out whenever I'm testing it and reviewing it. And I'll report back on my review for this. But yeah, it's good to see that it actually comes with some battery. So if you do get one of these, you could take it straight to the golf course and just go out and play with it. So a couple of other options in here you can set up to make it a button lock, so you have to unlock it every time you're using it. But let's just go back and we can go through. So we've got play golf, settings, or shut down. So there's not too many menus in this watch, which is really quite good. It's very, very kind of straightforward and easy to use. I love how quick and responsive it is clicking on the buttons, and it's nice and clear, and it feels comfortable. So there you have it, that's an unboxing and first look at the brand new ShotScope G5. Personally, I think this will sell really, really well for ShotScope. It's packed with features, it's affordable, and it's going to appeal to those who are looking for the reliability of a ShotScope product, but perhaps not too fussed about the performance tracking that some of their other products provide. If you're interested in finding out more about the G5, as I said, I've got a separate video giving you a full overview, or you can hit the link in the description below to visit their main product page. Just remember, there is that handy promo code which may or may not work and give you 15% off. Next up, if you want to find out how the ShotScope G5 performed out on the golf course, I've got a full review video which you can view just here.